Bardoon!
Who do you think you are?
I am the store manager. Okay? You just have that?
So I heard you guys, I heard you loud and clear.
Damn, Alakazam.
This was kind of a new format for me. I saw your comments and I thought, okay, I'll record stuff. And if it's fun, I'll make like a little LP on it, okay? Orders of business, like and subscribe, comment. Because as I've said in my post, there's a lot of people who are kind of not my demographic on my channel because of one of my recent videos getting on the wrong side of the algorithm. So if you are someone who used to enjoy my videos, or you do enjoy my videos, like interact a little bit more for now. I need YouTube to understand that my audience that I have been cultivating for years is the audience that I want to have and not these random people. A new podcast on Futurist is out. I'll link it in the description. First and foremost, I gotta tell you about Helia, okay? I have told you that he's kind of turned out to be a little bit of a fuckboy, okay? I was trying to make a very romantic type of guy, as he is in the original show. If you don't know, these characters are based on the Winx characters because this is a nostalgia-driven type of channel, so I wanted to, you know, reference that. Listen, when I tell you he was insufferable because he didn't want to get together with Flora, first and foremost. And second of all, okay, I saw in the corner of my eye when one of the girls was driving somewhere that he is getting out of a limo for some reason. I realized that his last name is different. Why the hell is he Helia Hamada now? Or Hamada? I don't know which one it is, but what the hell happened? He somehow managed to get married to a rich lady, take her limo, have a kid with her. I didn't think that much time passed, honestly. I feel like he did it at like ultra speed or something like that. But the funniest part of it all is that he is still living in that hut with 5 other dudes. I don't understand you guys. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Then Stella was also going to work to like do her styling thing, and then I realized the styling room isn't popping up, so I was like, what the hell's going on? So I go over to her, and instead of styling that old man, she's making out with him.
More Navoon.
I don't know what the fuck that was. But then when she came home, I saw that her and Flora were stargazing together. And that's a romantic interaction if you don't know Sims 3.
Oh, a Tombana. Ekarazo.
If you almost get bitten or eaten by a zombie, does that count as cheating in their world or not? Techna came back home looking like this.
Meep meep. Invisible. Simokas.
And at the same time, Musa, when she leaves her work, I see that she's not home yet. I go over to her. I see that she's talking to Ribbon on the beach, okay? When I landed there, he's like screaming at her or something. Like he's being rude. Whatever interaction was going on between them, she didn't like it.
Tursup Zimagadag.
So he's being mean. She gets a wish to date him while he's being mean to her. Musa, why? Is this perfectly the same as in the show? Loki, yeah. Such a dramatic scene. They have a fight. She walks over and she starts playing on her guitar on the beach under the moonlight while he's riding away on a boat. Listen, this game is entertaining as shit. Flora and Helia just refuse to comply to the script, alright? They refuse to accommodate me to set up the relationships the way they are in the show first, before all this nonsense is going on. Like they said, nah, we're doing whatever we want. But these two low-key are doing their own thing and it's perfect. Stella throws another party. She keeps on doing that. Riven shows up and he is acting unhinged again. I find them in the kitchen. He is running away, sprinting away to the other side of the kitchen. Then... whatever, might as well. Like, is he okay? What do you mean you're gonna puke and then you're like, hell yeah, to flirting? The relationship was always kind of volatile, so I was kind of not feeling like it was incorrect for the dynamic. So I was like, fine. I keep putting different types of interactions down there. I think that I used like 4 or 5 romantic interactions that were quite chill. If you play Sims, you know that you don't want to use something crazy right away. You want to build up their dynamic or whatever. So I'm using something like, oh, compliment appearance, compliment like personality, whatever the fuck, right? After they've been talking for a while and they already have a pretty good relationship, I pressed heat of the moment kiss.
That's why big girls making money. That's why you're number one fan.
Oh! Mini Potard!
What the fuck? What the fuck? It makes no sense. Whatever, I told her to apologize. You gotta apologize if you went too far or whatever, right? Everyone had a good time. Literally every single person. They're like, you know, there's a pop-up that tells you that they had a good time, whatever. And then it gets to Ribbon, and Ribbon's like, you call this a party? And if that not him in season 1 after a party, I don't know what is. This game, low-key is doing the like just perfect things for him. I think I probably just like made him so well that he's like doing exactly what he's supposed to do. However, Helia is a thing, so another party. This time, Helia's wife threw that party. Now tell me why he's wearing a cow udder on his chin. I know it's a cow plant costume. I get it. Do I still think that udder on his chin is utterly disturbing? Yes. How is that even a question? And also, I think by that point, Ribbon and Musa became a couple. And what do you think I see behind Stella when she's talking to Helia? That red-headed hoe giving Helia's wife a bouquet of flowers. A bouquet of flowers is like nothing in real life, right? Because especially if it's like someone's party, you brought flowers, whatever. Not in The Sims. In The Sims, that's a romantic interaction. So I'm annoyed. I sent Musa over there because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna do anything, I guess. I want her to see it, okay? If he's gonna continue on doing this shit, I want her to see it. Also, I think it's probably the first time someone rejected flowers with this interaction that I've seen. So I guess it's possible to not be a cheater in this game. It's just like Sims are messy. Why does this guy have these tiny ass wings? These wings wouldn't be even big enough to carry his ass. Just his ass, without the rest of his body, let alone the entirety of that man. Here's Stella and Brendan cuddling, a thing that you could do in the base game in Sims 3. In Sims 4, on the other hand, to have them cuddle, you have to have an expansion now, a $40, $50 expansion for someone who's Canadian as me to have that interaction. Sims is a scam now, I swear to God. I moved Brandon in, okay? Obviously, I'm not gonna make Stella move in with him. That's nonsense. A 1-bedroom hut with 6 men, that's crazy. What is this? Snow White situation? Ugh. And here's proof Helia is still living there. Like, he's got a wife and a kid. Why is he living with a bunch of men in a hut? Leave your ideas, your theories in the comments because we need to figure out what's wrong with him, honestly. So I checked Brandon's folder with all of his relationships. No romantic interest aside from Stella. Booyah. Okay, so I don't have to worry about him like not being faithful when he was my sim or something like that. So this is perfect. Great. But everything is not as it seems, bitch. Another party is being thrown. Stella literally needs like 1,000 of them a week. That's why I think that every time I'm gonna be updating you on this Sims, it's gonna be, oh, they went to this party and they went to this party and they went to this party. And like in a sense, I feel like if it would have been kind of like a little bit of a dinner situation all the time, I feel like that's pretty normal. But the kegger might be going too far. Mayhaps. I'm not sure. I see Helia giving Flora flowers after being a dick forever. After getting married and getting a kid, okay? And telling Flora that he would much rather organize his socks than go out with her. He's giving her... This guy, I swear to God, I don't know what I did wrong when I was creating him. I don't know. But he's unhinged, okay? When I went to check on Musa, this girl, Florita, is that her name? I think so. Kisses Brandon. and everyone gets a negative reaction from it. This broken dagger over their heads. Well, if he's not gonna respond, why would you guys be upset already? Because he hasn't responded yet. But of course, because the game already knows whether he's gonna accept it or not, they're already having a reaction.
Sword. Pina.
Neat. No.
Dude, everyone is pissed. Me included. I just moved him into the fucking household, and when he was on autopilot just like roaming around the city and doing his thing, he was faithful. And now he moved into our house and all of a sudden he's acting like a goddamn pig. It's crazy, okay? This is actually so funny to me because I don't remember whether this happens in Sims 4 or not, but everyone who witnessed this situation and everyone who's friends with Stella, he loses friendship with them. Like, they genuinely, if they were friends, they stop being friends. They become either acquaintances, or in Bloom's case, he even became disliked immediately. All of them get a moodlet of like witnessing a betrayal and whatever. And part of it is because everyone is friends with Stella. I don't even have to do nothing. Like with everybody else, it's so difficult for them to have more than like 3 friends. With Stella, she has like 25 and I don't even have to do anything. She just keeps on getting more and more good friends. It's crazy. What's cute about this situation, which nothing is cute about that situation, but what is cute about it is that Bloom and Flora and Musa, everyone is feeling so bad for Stella and they're pissed at her. I kind of love that. Sky stops being friends with Brandon because Brandon did that. That was crazy. I was like, okay, Sky, okay. I was kind of low-key bored with him, so I thought that maybe they should break up. But now I'm like, I don't know. That was kind of a mood, you know? Musa and Ribbon, the entire time, they're just like making out, whatever. Flora and Nabu, though, taking pictures.
Babyyy.
Creeps. Okay. And then I see Helia leaping into Darcy's arms. And Stella's pissed. Stella has already had enough of cheating bullshit going on. She's pissed.
Right. Whoa.
Genuinely, what was in the air at that party? Like, why everyone was cheating? Jesus. Stella goes to argue with Brandon. He thinks she's unforgivably rude.
Awesome.
And then decides it's a good idea to kiss her. The audacity. I love Brandon, but I was getting pissed. Stella berates his ignorance, being like, you're stupid, honestly. And after responding to it and like arguing back, he just stands there looking like an idiot.
Leeboo. Bardoon. Who do you think you are?
I am the store manager. Okay? You can't just have that.
Why is he cross-eyed all of a sudden? I didn't know what to do, so I was just watching whatever they were doing on their own. Stella was fighting with him, yet she got a wish to kiss him. She told him he's being inappropriate, and then after being pissed, he immediately winks at her. And she tells him off, obviously. The Florita bitch, I see her in the background, coming up, being all happy that they're fighting, like... And I'm starting to think, should I try and save the situation just because of Stella's wish or not? I make him apologize, but it doesn't really do much. Like, Florita walks into the room when he's apologizing and she's like reacting to them. Being unhappy about it. And dude, I don't know if this is actually in the program of the game, that she's actually reacting to them or she's reacting to something else and it's just perfect timing. I don't know. I went and asked you guys what to do. I let you vote and decide. For a while I was waiting for people to like respond to it and whatever. For like an hour or two, my game was just like not live. I just pressed pause and listen, that wasn't a good idea. Leaving the game that's as volatile, as unstable as Sims 3 just on standby for 2 hours, not a great idea. So I came back and I continued playing while I was still waiting for the, votes to roll in. I see that freak Helia getting into Musa's bed to go to sleep. And none of the other people in that entire house are doing anything like that, because when you're having a kegger, Sims just fall down, like they just pass out and sleep like that. That's kind of how they go about it, at least at that type of a party. No one just goes and sleeps in the beds of the hosts. What is wrong with him? And Brendan, listen, Brendan has, he was pissing me off so much, honestly, because he has a fight with Aisha out of nowhere and goes and winks at Florita. And she didn't even like it. Everyone's pissed at him. Sky has a fight with him. Their relationship bar is falling down dramatically, okay? Until they do a school cheer because they went to university together or whatever the fuck. I was mourning, okay? Because, yes, you know, Brandon's like my baby girl. My man. Oh, I know, I don't like any of those. He was my favorite, okay? He was my favorite. What the hell, dude? So we're emergency communicating on our community tab, okay? Me and you, we're having a conversation. You guys are sending me messages being like, okay, just like do this, do that, save the game, don't save the game, give him another chance by not saving the game, so maybe it's gonna turn out different because they just do this random shit sometimes, you know? Other people are like, no, keep it, it's natural drama. And just as soon as we decided that we're gonna keep the situation in, but then we're gonna decide whether we're gonna save the relationship or not, especially because I remembered that Stella kissed that old man. I just forgot about that entirely because it was a while ago. Just as soon as we decided on a thing, something happens. First and foremost, I went and stared at the butterflies flying over the frozen pond for a little bit because I needed to feel peaceful. So I'm just meditating over there, thinking about what we're gonna do. I hear fighting again. So I go over to the kitchen and I see Brandon and Bloom fighting, with Bloom disliking him already quite a bit. Like, they're literally almost enemies. Stella got summoned because I guess she also heard them. And she tells him off.
Turba! Blasto!
And he blows her a kiss like a goddamn idiot.
Sorry. Effie.
And I'm gonna be real with you. Even though a lot of people were like, save the relationship, at that moment I already decided that I was gonna break them up, okay? Kick him out of the house, kick him all the way back to the hut with 5 men, with their 6-packs and no packs of jobs, with a singular queen bed. I was gonna do that already. I was like, I'm done. And then the game crashed. All that polling, all that conversation, all of us emergency communicating for nothing. Like, that was just insane. I was so pissed off about that. I was like, okay, so now what? We didn't really get a choice, did we? The game does crash quite a bit, and especially because I don't know what I did. I think I did something wrong. Maybe got some kind of, not mod, maybe like CC, like custom content. Do you think custom content can destabilize your game this much that it would be crashing like every 15 minutes or so from the beginning of like when you start playing? Or is it something with my mods? I play on Mac, by the way, okay? Because I found a bunch of information, but it's all for Windows. When I logged back in, the cheating thing was no more, obviously. And then I realized when I was looking through Stella's relationships that Florita is not just a random gal we had at a party, okay? She's not just like someone's co-worker or something like that. This girl is Stella's really good friend, an old friend. All right. And then I realized Stella also gave her a makeover. Sure, it was for a job. Sure, it was for work. Okay, she's a stylist. Sure, it was for work, but she did give her a full makeover. And what did she do after that? After being friends with her for such a long time, after getting a makeover done by her, she went and she tried to steal Brandon. You know, if she would have been a stranger, I wouldn't be pissed because it's like, a stranger didn't promise me shit. A stranger is not someone close to me, you know? But a friend doing that, that's diabolical. That's absolutely diabolical. And she's a witch. This actually is absolutely insane. Without me trying to do any of that, they have like a natural rivalry with witches, the fairies. And you know what? I wish I could say that I let it go because it was in a different universe, technically speaking, a different timeline, okay? I wish I could tell you that. But while Aisha was on her job as a lifeguard, I saw that Florita was swimming around, okay? And I thought maybe Aisha should retie her shoelaces. Maybe she should go for a quick dump. Maybe she should count the clouds for a bit. I don't know. But Florita was fine. She didn't start drowning or anything like that, whatever. Techna got asked out, and the thing with being asked out in Sims 3, you don't know who it is unless you remember their name and you can like put a name to a sim together. So she goes over there and turns out he asked her out to go to a cemetery. She comes in and realizes that the guy who asked her out is an old man, okay? So, but she got asked out to go out with Timmy while she was on a date with this guy. And I was like, yeah, I'm going on a date with Timmy anyway. Because what the hell? A cemetery for a date with an old man. That's just diabolical and weird. And also, there's a thing in Sims 3 where old man always asks everybody out all the fucking time. Like, it's just so disproportionate. When I remembered that Stella did kiss that old geezer or whatever, I was like, did I just dream that? What was that about? Like, clearly I didn't because I have footage. But where did he go? Because usually they like call or they show up or whatever the hell. Like, something happens afterwards. They usually don't just disappear. And then I realized, I think he died. I guess it ain't cheating if he dies before anyone finds out, because technically speaking, you have a clean slate. In the panel, I guess technically speaking, she doesn't have any other romantic interests. Is that how it is? Is that what it is? No, I think he died. Dude. So after unsuccessfully trying to set up Helia and Flora, I saw Flora flirting with Darcy at a party. That seems like it's gonna get messy. It seems like it's a bad idea, so I let it happen. So far, Darcy also asked her out in the morning after they spent the party together and whatever. When I showed up, Icy was also there for some fucking reason, but all of them were wearing the wrong outfits, and I don't know why. Maybe they turned into adults from young adults and the outfit changed. Flora got publicly disgraced, okay? Literally got a notification right in the morning when she went on a date with Darcy that said that there's been a rumor spread around, or people found out, or whatever the hell, that Flora has woohooed with an occult. She's an occult. She's literally walking around with massive fairy wings. Let's start there, okay? Second of all, Naboo is a wizard, just like Darcy. Yet Aisha didn't get any notifications or any public disgrace or whatever the fuck because of them being together. So is this, how do I say this without my video getting flagged or something like that? Is this a tutti frutti phobia? Is that what it is? Because what the hell? Brandon became a ghost hunter. I thought it was pretty appropriate, but not like a firefighter, because we already have one too. Flora went to see a movie with Darcy and she got no discount and got screamed at because it's her, like her being disgraced. This is literally a tutti frutti phobia situation going on. I'm telling you, because how else do you explain that? After Tekna and Timmy were just not vibing with each other for the longest time, and I wasn't even trying with them, to be fucking honest. All of a sudden, they started to get along. So they're together, I guess, now. I'm not sure if they're actually get together or not. They went on a date and they liked each other, so whatever. Now, since this is a good timeline, Stella and Brendan are engaged.
Abaloo.
Sawa ma.
Oh.
He's a bee.
Oh.
Pablzama. Sajipsu. Oh.
Tanar. Ishi powder.
And the funniest part is seeing Brandon blowing a kiss to Stella or winking at her, and her actually like reacting like Stella would in the cartoon.
Oh.
Tease.
Ah.
Heb chow.
Darbly.
After seeing her being so pissed at him in the previous timeline. So then he went to go banish ghosts. And first and foremost, this music that the ghost hunters have is ridiculously funny to me. And then when he went to another house, it was a house where one of our acquaintances was having a party, or a friend or whatever the hell had a party, and Brandon showed up and he started glitching a little bit because he's like technically at a party but technically he's working. There's ghosts everywhere and people were just being so weird about it. Whenever his ghost sucking machine wasn't working, everyone was like being judgy as hell, and it's like, okay. He's banishing ghosts, and I did not notice this while I was playing the game. I'm telling you, sometimes I only notice things when I'm rewatching the footage to tell you about what happened. And I see now that Helia suddenly starts walking weird, looking through the footage further, and he's just standing there. He's acting normal all of a sudden. So I'm like, okay, so maybe I don't know, maybe it was just like a fluke or something, right? Like maybe he just walked funny for a second for no reason. And then I see him going outside because the party is over. You You guys, I think Helia is a zombie now. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this is temporary. I really can't tell. I didn't look into it, all right? I didn't look into it when it was happening because I didn't notice it. I didn't notice that this guy is now a zombie. What is with him? Genuinely, why is he the only one who's doing this weird ass shit? I'll figure it out. Yeah, this is what it is so far. Leave your theories down below about what's wrong with Helia and what's wrong with some of them. Any of them, honestly. I will update you soon enough with some more weird shit from this LP. I guess we're gonna have an LP, huh? Should I call it Wings LP? Put a 2 next to it or some shit like that? Let me know. I don't know how this works. I'm not really a gamer girly, you know? Bye!